Welcome to the video. I'm Nick from Noob to Pro and I hope you are doing great today. We've been talking all about the different creatures of Ark, giving you tips and tricks on how to tame them, what to do with them, and have they got any special abilities. Today is all about the Hyaenodon, so let's go find one. We're looking at the Hyaenodon spawn map for the island, and as you can see they are very common in the mountainous regions. I saw a pack just down here somewhere just a moment ago, so I've just landed while I find it again. Oh, there it is. Okay, so with these guys, it's a passive tame. You don't even have to feed them. All you've got to do is go up and pet them every 30 seconds. Sounds simple, but it's not quite that simple. I've got this one here. He's the pack leader, indicated by the orangey yellow glow around him. That should disappear quite soon as I'm separating him from his pack. You cannot tame the pack leader whilst he's got the glow, and there you go, it's gone, so I should be fine to tame it now. You also can't tame any of the rest of the pack whilst the pack leader is too close to it, so it does make it a little bit awkward. If you're trying to do it in the wild, you go up, you pet the Hyaenodon, and it gives a countdown timer of 30 seconds before you can pet it again, but in that time the pack leader might have come a bit closer and then you can't pet it, and by the time they've split up again your taming efficiency has gone right down. It might have even completely gone, so it is really hard to do in the wild, and that's why we use a taming pen. It's very simple, probably the most simple taming pen out there. It's just one square, walls going all the way around. You've got to make it too high because the Hyaenodon will be able to get out if it's only one high, and a set of double doors in there. So we've just got to drop him in. This is probably the trickiest part. Make sure he's gone in there. As you see, like I said, the double door's just there. Yeah, I think he's in there. Just have a quick peek. Yes, there he is. Okay, so all I need to do now is land and go up and pet him. Very easy. Actually, I need to go away for a moment first, because when you go up to them and they notice you, they bark. You might have noticed he did that after I just picked him up, and that means I've scared him away and he's going to try and run, and I won't be able to pet him when he's like that. So now I've put him in the pen and I've left him alone for a few seconds. I've gone out of range. He should have calmed down by now. So all I need to do now is go up, and his head should be stuck out of the taming pen. If you make it two squares wide or long, the taming pen, they don't always stand with the head out, and therefore you cannot pet them. This way I found they always stand with the head just sticking out of the wall, and you can pet them. I just need to find his head wherever it is. Okay, it's usually stuck right out, but it doesn't seem to be here. Maybe I need to get him running again so he'll get his head out of the pen. Now that's the first time that's ever happened. Usually they've got the head stuck right out there and you just walk up and pet it. It's very easy. He's definitely in there because you can see it saying Hyaenodon. I'm just going to fly over and just double check what position he's in. And right, yeah, I think I just saw his, and there you go. Oh, right, okay. His head is stuck out a little bit there. I just didn't notice it because it's right on the corner. Okay, my bad there. Never mind. So you got to go squat down, and you've just got to get in the perfect position. Now, on the PlayStation, it's the same button to pet it as it is to open doors, so just be careful of that. Make sure it says pet before you press that button. I don't know on the Xbox or the PC, but on the PlayStation that is the case. So you pet it, your taming bar goes up 7% on this one, and you've got a countdown timer of 30 seconds. It's already down to 10, and I'll pet it again as soon as the prompt comes up on screen, and there we go. One more time, pet it, and it should have gone up to about 14%. And there you go, 14.1%, and the countdown timer started anew at 30 seconds. And that's all I have to do. Like I said, the trickiest part of this is actually getting the Hyaenodon into the pen. It's easy to try and drop it, and it dropped just either on the wall or on the outside of the wall, and the Hyaenodon is going to run away then. To stop that happening, you can actually make the pen into a bit of a funnel if you put ceilings on the outside of these walls all the way around, and then walls on the outside of those ceilings too high again so the Hyaenodon can't get out, and you've basically made yourself a bit of a funnel. So you've got what, 9 squares to aim at, and anybody can drop a Hyaenodon in a 9 square block, and eventually will go down into the 1 square block, and you just carry on as we are doing. So it's going to take a few minutes, as we can see. It's taking 30 seconds between each petting, so I'm going to jump forward to just before he is tamed. See you then. Here he is, 98.6% tamed, and the countdown timer is in the last 10 seconds. So when that does hit 0, I just pet it one more time, and I will have myself a tamed Hyaenodon. Here we go. So these guys will fit through the double door. They won't fit through a single door, so make sure it's a double that you put on your pen. And we'll have a quick look at the stats. We're only bothered about the health, 525, the weight 197, and melee 257. We're not really bothered about any of the other stats there. Now you can pet him at any time, and it'll give this extra boost here, and that doubles his melee damage. And you can do that with the whole pack. Now I've got a pack of Hyaenodons in cryopods in my inventory there, so I'm going to just pick this one up, and we're going to go down to, I think, maybe Redwood Beach, and find out what these guys are all about as a pack. See you then. I've got the Hyaenodons out of the cryopods, and we've got a raptor coming for us, so I'm just going to get out of the way and let the Hyaenodons deal with it, which they've done no problem at all. Only level 20, but still, well done guys. Now we've got a Spino here. I'm going to give these guys their pet boost and see what they can do there. Okay, now the Spino has got a big sweep of an attack and does quite a lot of damage, so I'm not 100% sure how this is going to end out. We'll just get his attention. And okay, somebody else is after his attention. Some piranhas probably in the water or something. So we'll go for it one more time. Oh, I don't think I need to. He's coming. Okay, let's just see what happens. And there we go. It's doing quite a bit of damage there to all of the Hyaenodons at once, but they take care of him no problem. Now the Hyaenodons can automatically regen their own health when they harvest a body. As you can see, that guy there, 100% health. Now, alright, he hasn't got 100% health. He obviously didn't get in on the harvesting action. Now, with a pack of 5 like I have here, some will have full health because they harvested. Some won't do because they didn't get a chance to harvest. So, just make sure that when these guys do kill something, if they don't automatically harvest a body, whistle them to attack that corpse and they'll harvest it and they will get full health again. Really good. So we're just going to have a quick run along the beach and see what we can find. We have a Gigantopithecus just there, but first maybe these compies want to say hello. Yeah, I think the Hyaenodons will make very short work of those guys. So then we have, as we said, the Gigantopithecus, and he will anger on us because we're getting too close to him, and I don't think it'll take too long. He can dish out quite a bit of damage, but he's gone straight away. Now just whistle on him to make sure that they harvest and get any health that they lost back. And we have a pack of terror birds. So let's see what happens here. Oh, we got a little bit too far away from the pack of Hyaenodons, so it's taken them a bit of time to catch up. As soon as they do, okay, they were only level 8 terror birds, but still, I think only 1 or 2 of them got there and killed them, while the other ones were still catching up. So this one wants to say hello as well. And again another level 8, so that's 3 level 8 terror birds there. No problem. So, a level 44 Alpha Carno. I think maybe we need to give the Hyaenodons their pet boost. Only fair against an Alpha. Now, as we know, the Alphas have a lot of health, so it might take a little bit of time to take this guy down. I'm not even saying they'll definitely do it. We're going to find out. I want to get him just away from all these small rocks and trees. I don't want my Hyaenodons to get caught up, which they can easily do. So just be careful of that. If you are going to attack something, make sure it's in a nice open area where they all can pounce as a pack. So we'll get his attention. And I think I'll try and keep out of the way and let the Hyaenodons do their stuff. Now it looks like the Carno is just attacking me, so it's not really going to be a fair test. But they've taken him down very, very quickly, so even if he was going for them, I think the Hyaenodons would have done great there. Well done, guys, proud of you. I think these rocks might just prove to be a little bit too much for the Hyaenodons. Let's just see if they can get over them. No, I didn't think they'd be able to. So we'll have to try to get them to come around the rocks. Come on, guys. In fact, I think this might actually be a good chance to find out if the Hyaenodons can swim at all. They can get over that rock quite easily, but what are they like actually in the water? I'm afraid to say they're not very good. They're probably one of the slowest swimmers in the game, so you don't want to be crossing large bodies of water with these guys. And there you go, they're getting stuck on those small rocks as well because they're in the water. Okay. So we're just taking on this Spino here, and if you notice, we're not even getting a hit in here, so just be aware if you're attacking something that's got a good knockback ability, like this Spino. I know we've already killed one Spino, but we didn't take him head on. We must have been able to come from the side or something. So the Hyaenodons were suffering there, and I had to step in for them. So we have an Alpha Raptor as well. And looks like we've got an Alpha Raptor on the run. Okay, that's great. I don't think I've ever seen that before. A pack of Hyaenodons chasing an Alpha Raptor. So let's just... I don't think we're going to be able to catch it at all. So I think I'll just bring them back. Keep them following me. And yeah, the Alpha Raptor will come back in the end, I'm sure. But is that another Raptor coming up as well? Yeah, that's another Raptor. So if that knocks me off... Oh, I'm off! Oh no, this isn't going to be... Right, come on, Hyaenodons. Imagine my Thylo's in on the act as well. But oh, this isn't looking too good. And alright, okay. Thank you, guys. Right, it was a high level. Was that a 68, I think? Alpha Raptor as well. But I've got broken bones. I was nearly killed there. So, but that was because that other Raptor knocked me off. The Hyaenodons easily were taking care of that Alpha Raptor. We haven't mentioned the Hyaenodon's saddle yet. You cannot ride the Hyaenodon. Their saddle is actually a mobile fridge. It's called the Hyaenodon Meat Pack. So we'll just have a quick look at some meat in my inventory. Now you'll note it weighs 1.4 and has got 8.25 minutes of spoil time. In the Argentavis, it's got the same weight, but a spoil time of 32 minutes. So it's times 4 on the spoil time before any of that meat starts to go off. Now, in the Hyaenodon's meat pack, the weight goes down to 0.6, so it's just less than half, but the spoil time has gone up to 1 hour and 4 minutes, so it's double that of in the Argentavis. Now, that also works for any type of consumables, not just meat. You can make the Hyaenodon meat pack in your own inventory. It is made with metal ingots, fibre and hide, and you can learn it at level 19. We mentioned earlier a way of making the trap bigger at the top, so you could easily get the Hyaenodon in there in case you were struggling getting it into the one square block. All it is the ceilings going all the way around the hole there with 2 high walls going around those ceilings. Yes, it is quite a bit more materials, but like we said, if you're struggling getting the Hyaenodon into the trap, make this on top and the Hyaenodon, when it's running around, will fall into the trap for you. Final thoughts on the Hyaenodon. These guys can be a really awkward tame if you try taming them on the side of the mountain where they spawn. If you do decide to do that, then make sure you wear a ghillie suit and crouch as you approach them, otherwise you'll spook them and they will run away. It is so much easier to pick them up and put them into a taming pen. If you're not yet at the level to make an Argentavis saddle, you can always use a Hyaenodon. Once tamed, these guys are great in a pack. They can take down most creatures on the map. You might not always get the chance to jump off your ride and pet them to give them the boost, but they should be able to look after themselves. The meat pack is also really useful for when you're trying to keep taming food from going off. If you found this video useful, please hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any more of our videos like the one shown on screen right now. Thanks for watching, have an amazing day.